Good morning, Mr. and classmates. My name is Andre Barreiro, and today I'm going to talk about life after the Great War. The First World War destroyed empires, created numerous new nation states, encouraged independence movements in Europe's colonies, forced the United States to become a world power, and led directly to Soviet communism and the rise of Hitler. The First World War changed the nature of warfare. Technology became an essential element in the art of war, where airplanes, submarines, tanks all play important new roles. Mass production techniques developed during the war for the building of armaments, the revolution, other industries in the post-war years. The first chemical weapons were also used when the Germans used poisonous gas at Ypres in 1915. A century later, the international community was seeking to prohibit President Assad of Syria from using chemical weapons against his own people. The war also had major implications for the class structures in Europe. The upper classes suffered proportionally greater losses in the fighting than any other class, a fact that ensured that a reception of the pre-war status quo was impossible. The decline of the upper classes was further hastened by the introduction of broad universal suffrage in Europe. Consequences of the Great War. World War One caused more damage than any other war before it. Now 9 million soldiers and as many civilians died in the war. Germany and Russia were two of the countries that suffered most. Both countries lost almost 2 million men in the battle. Large sections of land, especially in France and Belgium, were completely destroyed. Fire and light buildings, bridges and railroad lines and rooms, chemicals and gun shells made farming land unusual for years to come. Economic consequences. World War One cost the participating countries a lot of money. Germany and Great Britain spent about 60% of the money their economy produced. A lot of countries had to raise taxes and borrow money from their citizens. They also print money in order to buy weapons and other things they needed for the war. This led to inflation after the war. Political consequences. World War One brought an end to four monarchies: Caesar Nicholas II of Russia, Caesar Wilhelm of Germany, Emperor Charles of Austria, and the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire had to step down. New countries were created out of the old empires. Austria-Hungary was carved up into a number of independent states. Russia and Germany gave land to Poland. Countries in the Middle East were put under the control of Great Britain and France. Social consequences. World War One changed society completely. Birth rates went down because millions of young men died. Civilians lost their homes and fled to other countries. The role of women also changed. They play a major part in replacing men in factories and offices. Many countries gave women more rights after the war had ended, including the right to vote. The upper classes lost their leading role in society, and the lower class men and women demanded a say in forming their country after the war.